I would like to thank today's sponsor, Extra. Do you know the problem with losing your wallet and your whole life just seems shattered for a split second when you find out you do not have your wallet anymore? They do have this Finder card. This very small and slim device right here you just put in your wallet, and then you just go to your Find My Phone app, and then you can find your wallet where it is if you attach this. They have the most beautiful small wallets. Which can hold up to 12 cards. And with a money clipper as well. This one especially, look at it. It's beautiful. So right now Extra actually do have a 30% sale right now on their website until the 31st of March. And you can also get a 10% additional, and yes, I said additional, discount on your order with my discount code SLOTHASMR, all caps. So please check them out, and thank you so much Extra for reaching out for me. Well, hello there, my friend. I guess you're my friend, you found me, which means someone told you about this place, didn't you? Yeah. Then you must be a friend of a friend, I guess. Okay. Well, since you found this place, I guess you know what it is. Yeah, this is, of course, the Post Apocalyptic Gym. Yeah. I really don't know if there are any other gyms than this, but yeah, as you can see, it's not much as of today's standards. Of course it's quite much, but beforehand, before the apocalypse, you know, this is nothing, but this is all we have. And I guess that you have come to get a personal training. So yeah, the things we have available here is just I have a little bit of equipment I have gathered towards the years. And we also do have a machine in the background you can see, whilst we're just doing some calisthenics or whatever we can do. Yeah, just some body weight work. Okay, so I think that, is it a training program you need? Yeah, so you can avoid any obstacles. Yeah, you need a little bit more muscle, you need a little bit more functional muscle also. Yeah. So the things I think that we need most here in the apocalypse or post-apocalypse, you know, there can still be a lot of dangers out there, as you know. So we need a little bit of muscle, you know, just we do not need a lot, we just need enough so we can be functional and we can be strong enough to overcome whatever is trying to get us, you know. Yeah, so the things I really value is of course some body weight work, because if you just too much muscle and you cannot do any functional, like do some pull-ups or stuff like that if you're trying to escape someone or something, then it's not much need for the muscle, you know. Yeah, so we're gonna do some body weight work, some pull-ups, some dips in the machine over there. And to be honest, that machine I have there is just like everything I own. I have invested everything I have, even blood, sweat and tears, and a little bit of money. Or as of money, I mean the things that I've gathered, I have traded for that machine. I have a lot of clients that comes like from a lot of places. It's always a friend of a friend of a friend or something like that that has referred to me. So I am very happy about that. Okay, so we're just gonna do a lot of body weight work, but we also do need and want to have a little bit of muscle, because we do need some strength and we also need some muscle so we can scare away the smaller I think the more fights you can avoid, the better. Yeah, because when you fight, when you use a lot of your endurance, you need a lot of your agility and stuff like that, then you're just wasting resources, and you need to refuel. If you could avoid that fight, then you didn't need to refuel as much, you know. Yeah, and if they got a little bit of tears on you, they got some scratches, and there can be infections and stuff like that. We do not want that. So if you can intimidate them a little bit with your size as well, then that is golden. Okay, so I can show you a little bit of the equipment I have. I have this in the background. Yeah, my gym. So the things I've gathered are just simple things, you know. A hammer. We can do some hammer curls. So behind the heads, it's not a lot of weight, but it's just the imagination that sets us. I mostly use it for like when I have to finish a workout, then I can do a lot of the lighter stuff, you know. Then I can take this hammer and just do like behind the head stuff. So simple things, but it works, especially with what we have today. I really enjoy having something for the forearms as well. This is a piece I gathered a long time ago. I've just really kept it well. I value it very highly, because if we can have some strong forearms, that is golden as well. Yeah. You never know when you need to grab onto something, pull yourself up, and if it's the forearms that fail, whatever movement you're trying to do, then it's no good. So I do a little bit of this every day as well, yeah, as much as possible. The good thing about my status in this world as it is right now is because I have the knowledge in, you know, like in training and stuff like that, in nutrition, with the nutrition that we can gather, and also just with my equipment, and I do have resources for myself, so I can sustain myself quite happy and merrily. So I do not need that much. I do not need to think that much about using my resources, because yeah, I have my contacts. Yeah. So if you try to take this and do some forearm work as well, here you go. Now you have that. Try to take it. I have my own right here. You can adjust the strength on them. So if it's too heavy, if it's too hard, then just adjust it, and just take like 8 to 12 repetitions, as I look right now. Then you can determine your forearm strength. Great. I do have some food right here. I was actually in the middle of my meal, so excuse me. Continue. And just the arm. Great. So here you only train one part of the forearm. I do have some equipment right here that can train the other part, the extensors, you know. So this one here, you can attach some weight On the bottom I do have a little bit of weight spot. It's not much, but it's enough for this. Then we just fold it out, and then we will just do like a wrist curl or something like that. Doesn't make sense. Then you can do like this motion up. So we train the whole forearm. Yeah. So yeah, I do have some extremely valuable. It's a 5 kilogram weight. With this we can train some bicep curls. We can train our triceps. We can train our front shoulders. And I will just step to the side here. We can train the side and also the back with some weird thighs. Yeah. So that is also something that I value quite high, just to get the whole body through a lot of those motions. You know, we should never neglect shoulders. You can experience shoulder pain if the shoulders are not strong enough to doing that movement you are doing. There can be a lot of movements that are shoulder dependent as well. So if you're fleeing from an enemy or someone is after you, if you just try to do some pull-ups and your shoulders are not strong enough to, your biceps are doing most of the movement and your lats, but your shoulders cannot do any of the work, then that's not great either. We need to have a little bit of shoulders on it as well. Yeah, on the schedule. So the weight here, extremely valuable. It doesn't make sense. So here in the post-apocalyptic era, you know as good as me, I surely hope so, that with all these dangers, then we also just need to chill once in a while. So, you know, I guess that you have traveled quite far to come here. So I think that you should stay a couple of days, get some good trainings in, get your program walked through quite effectively, and then we will do it a lot of times. Yeah, so you can remember it, especially the body movements you can do yourself. So we need to rest as well. So when have you last had a proper meal? Something where you actually were full? It's a long time. Yeah. I do have, you saw that sandwich I ate before. I did plan to eat this one as well, but you can have it. Yeah, we need a food. Since I'm gonna train you as well, then I would like to have some measurements on you. So I want to measure your bicep size compared to your forearms, compared to your chest size, and yeah, just stuff like that, you know. This is also aesthetics, it's not purely yeah, if you would like to find a mate, you know, as well. So I will just measure your bicep. Yeah, it's not easy getting huge here in this era. And the other one. And I will just measure the chest. Yeah, okay, that's actually quite good. And the thighs. And the other thigh. Okay. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. It's actually quite incredible measurements. Have you done any work? Any kind of workouts? And if you did, then how did you get the resources to actually fuel them? Yeah, so you have that bag full of resources as well. I guess that some of them are for me as well, since you have come here and accepted my training and training program and being in my gym. Yeah, okay, good. So if you could just hand over the resources that are for me. Thank you. Okay, so now we have settled the payment as well. Okay, so now I actually have this equipment right here. With this equipment you can also train your shoulders. You can do a lot of things with this. Just like this and the string attached. Well, now I just stand on the string. I can do some lateral raises. Yeah, we call them lateral raises. Some shoulder work to the side delts. When I stand on them on the same way, we can do them in front, like this, which is called front raises. I can do them one at a time or two at a time. So with this also, we can do some bicep curls. Yes, that is extremely valuable. Train a lot of biceps. When you need to hold some heavy things for a longer time, then if you have held something with great resistance like this for a long time, then it is very valuable as well. So instead of the traditional bicep curls, you can do them as well, but instead of those, like we normally would do beforehand, then you will hold these static for 10 seconds with great resistance. So here I just hold them static for 10 seconds, more or less, and down again. And that is the functional part of this training. You do that with resistance, and when you get out in the real world again, then when you need to hold something static for a longer time, because we do need to carry our bags, we need to carry wounded people or something like that, then it's great to have some great bicep strength in the static motion as well. Yeah, just like a static, not movement, but yeah, just hold it static. The great thing with this as well, just when I stand here, I can get it behind the head and also do some tricep extensions. Just like this. The reason why I love these bands is because I can change the resistance so extremely easy. I just need to step further away or closer onto the handle. When I do that, it will either get harder or easier to do the motion, and that is why these are extremely useful. Another thing we can do as well is also just have them like this. And pull them apart, which is called band pull aparts. Yeah, it's extremely nice. There's so many motions you can do with this. It's only your fantasy that sets limits. It actually is with most of these, with this equipment. You see the machine I have behind me. You can do so many motions. You can train your stomach. You can train your hip flexors. You can train your agility. Actually, also you can train muscle ups. You can train whatever you want. Chest with the dips if you're positioned correct, which I will show you tomorrow actually. Yeah, where I can show you, and I will also show you how you can do dips out in the real world without my equipment. How does that sound? Is it worth the payment? And you will also get some food and some comfort, and also just get a good night's sleep here. Yeah, the good thing about staying where I'm staying is it is just barricaded. It's very safe. I have never had an intruder. So when I sleep very, very quietly. I just sleep like a baby, because it's just like, yeah, I've never had an intruder. So, and people have tried. People really have tried, but it's barricaded so well, and I'm hiding so good that people cannot find me. Not the correct door, anyway. So, does that sound great? And I do hope that you thought it was fair with the payment as well. I do need some resources once in a while. I do not go out this much. People come to me, they pay me for my services, and they give me some resources, and I can sustain myself. I can sustain the next person that comes and actually also pays me. I will not give everything I have, because then I could not then I could not live, you know. But that is just the way it works on me. It sounds fair. Great. Well, let's go in, have some more dinner. You have just had your sandwich, but I have prepared something else also for you. I just didn't want to stand in front of you eating, and then you should not have anything to eat. But I have prepared some more food, and we will just go in, eat, have a nice dinner, have a nice conversation. I want to learn about you too, about what you have experienced here in the post-apocalyptic era throughout these last couple of years. It's extremely interesting hearing about people's stories and what they have been through, because we have all lost someone, we have all had our tragedies. So yeah, it's nice to see people, but it's sad to hear the backstories, because there's always something. But I know it's good people when it's a friend that has referred them to me. Then I know it's good people. Let's get in.